the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we are here at the Legacy Daytona Speedway for the Jeannie Butler Memorial presented by OP Racing. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. Qualifying is about wrapped up and over with, and with that being said, it's a bit of a late start, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to take a moment of silence after the national anthem, and we are going to honor Jeannie Butler in tonight's event. So we will be back after this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gentlemen, as everything is a bit wonky right now, so bear with me as we try to get through our results of qualifying. Let's get right into it. On the front row, Hunter Reynolds, Kevin Freeze, row number 2, Zach Fritsch and Vicente Guerrero, row 3, Zach Workman, Stephen Miles, row number 4, Casey Gilchrist, Jeff Crosby Jr., row 5, Anthony English and David Overstreet, row number 6, going to be Richard Kuhn and Eric Laurie, row 7, Jimmy Reynolds and Peter DeBorgia, row 8, Les Levy, Dave Hunt, row number 9, Adam Kilday and Sean McCara, row 10 is gone, Jeff Crosby Sr. and Josh Ball for row 11, row 12, Shane Ward and James Mayer, Mark Mann, Alex Giffen make up row 13, row 14, Rick Sanchez and Andy Brigante, Adam Schramm, Brian Wang in row number 15, and Rick Seabrands starting at the tail end of this field here tonight. Field making its way through turns 3 and 4 for the Jeannie Butler Memorial. The green flag is going to drop as we honor one of our own who is feeling a tremendous loss. Gabe Butler in chat. Gabe, the green flag is out for you and Jeannie. And Gabe, that no words can describe it, but we are here and we want to honor her. And the 46 is already into the wall along with the 41. Yellow flag coming out in turn number 1. Multiple car pile up. A lot of the paint schemes are not correct. It is trying to download everything, which is why it doesn't look as well as it should. So our first caution has come out for the night. And let's go into what happened into turn number 1. I have a feeling it was a lot of looks like a lot of blinking cars. Big time trouble on turns 1 and 2. Already a big stack up. With the yellow flag coming out, I am going to step away and try and fix all of these paints once again. So bear with me because we still have a lot of paints to honor Jeannie in this one. So no one go anywhere. Be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as now we fully have all of our memorial paints on display. Our first caution of the night is about to be wrapped up. And once again, this is the Jeannie Memorial. And it is a big loss in this OP racing community. Gabe Butler, outstanding citizen of OP racing, and to feel his loss is all just part of it, of this community. We're all feeling it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not too good at the words because they're hard, but Gabe, Jeannie, we miss y'all. We love y'all. We want nothing but the best for the Butler family and well wishes. All the things that you're supposed to say that, let's be honest, I'm not the best at, and mostly because it doesn't matter what I say. It isn't just going to fill that emptiness at the moment, but we all feel it. We all want the best. And we know that Gabe is here. As we go back to green flag racing, all we can do is try and heal and move on. And so we race in Jeannie's memory here tonight. Once again, we try for the green flag. Let's see if we can get past turn number 1. Les Levy down on the bottom. Zach Fritch, Kevin Fries, Vicente Guerrero all right there. So we make it off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch we go. The only car that did not make it back out is the 46 of David Overstreet. So Overstreet behind the wall. We'll see if he can get back out there. As Zach Fritch in the 12 drops down to the inside, and we complete our first lap of tonight's race. Vicente Guerrero in the 14 now drops down to the inside. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 leading the outside lane. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, second car in the outer lane. And we got one going to the inside. That is the 47 of Richard Kuhn. And Kuhn still trying to chase that car. A little bit of damage. Keeps it out of the way of the second group. We stayed green, but the 47 with some extensive damage on his front end, or I'm sorry, on his rear end. We go off the nose of our driver who currently has the fastest lap time. And that is none other than the 071 of Eric Laurie last time around, turning a 47.217. Very quick lap time here in this Legacy Daytona Super Speedway race. Battle at the front, that is Vicente Guerrero and Jeff Crosby Jr. Stage 1 is a battle to lap 25. And so with everyone making a pit stop under our first caution, I do think that we will see these guys on the pit road one more time before we get to the end of stage 1. It's all just a question of when. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, who started on the pole position, is trying to lead this race once again. Our biggest mover of the race so far, that is the 66 of Bubba Winningham. He is up 14 spots. Sorry, make that Brian Wang, who is up 19. Winningham inside the top 5 with that 15 spot gain, but Brian Wang moving up 19 spots to just be outside the top 10. This is race number 12 in our 13 race regular season. That means next week, by the end of the race, we will know who our playoff drivers are. Hunter Reynolds, Jeff Crosby Jr., Jimmy Reynolds, Vicente Guerrero, and Bubba Winningham, your top 5 as they cross the start-finish line that time. But side by side here at this bumpy Daytona track, a lot of drivers given some room here. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, trying to make that car as wide as he can. Can't quite clear the 33 just yet. 17, Jimmy Reynolds pushing on the back bumper of the 26. Father and son running 1 and 2 in the outside lane. We do have 2 groups of cars. The second group being led by the 4 of Rick Seabrams. Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15, Shane Ward. And Shane, I'm sorry if I'm not saying that correct. This is my first time seeing your name. And man, I will be hooking up with you later on to try and figure out how I should be saying it. Mark Mann in the 04, finding himself in this group as well at 04. Not needing any introduction here in OP Racing. Jim Mayer, one of the Hall of Fame drivers, along with Mark Mann, Rick Seabrams. Jim Mayer, good to see him anytime that 95 is out. Always spectacular showing. Adam Strom in the 87, trying to win his way into the playoffs. That 87 in need of a win. Adam Kilday, Peter DeBorgia, Alex Giffen, all part of this group as well. Dave Hunt in the 53, trying to close in, but just a little bit further back, and he has a car that he's trying to draft off of. I believe that would be Alex Giffen. I'll try and wait and see, and it is. So back to the front we go as we're working lap 14 of 88. Let's take a look at our point standings as they came into tonight's race. Sanchez with 3 wins, Zach Fritsch with 2. Everyone else there with 1 win. And then our highest point accumulator without a win, that is Kevin Freeze. He is 84 points to the good. At the cut line, Sean McCara and Dave Hunt, one on the inside, that being the Sean McCara. Dave Hunt on the outside looking in. 16-point separation there. Adam Schramm, 17 points in the 87. 17 points out of the playoff bubble. So this race plus next week for Dave Hunt, Schramm, Richard Kuhn, or Jeff Crosby Sr. to get in. However, a win and a top 24 position in points will get you into the playoffs. New fast lap of the race by the 24 of Stephen Miles. Miles laying down a 47.214. He is tucked in behind the 66 of Bubba Winningham as Winningham makes a move to the outside, going 3 wide into the corner as Richard Kuhn goes a lap down. You know how I said a little while ago Brian Wang was the biggest mover of the race? He's pretty much past everybody. He started deep in this field, has gained 29 spots to be our current line leader here in lap 18 of 88. As that 05 machine is out in front. Brian Wang passing almost 2 cars per lap to get into this top spot. Outstanding drive to get up to where he is. Bubba Winningham laying down a new fast lap. Winningham laying down a time of 47.155. These guys are really getting after it right now. It's rare to see a fast lap this deep into stage number 1. And we know these guys really want to try and win this race here tonight. Or at least this stage, as we are going to green flag pit stops. Jeff Crosby Jr., the first one on the pit road. Zach Fritsch, Nate Warren, Les Levy, all hitting pit lane this time. As Brian Wang in the 05 makes his way down the backstretch. Wang, our current race leader. Hunter Reynolds, who started on the pole, tucked in behind him. This group all single file. I expect to see almost everyone on the pit road this time. I do not think anyone can make it on fuel to the end of the stage, but I believe these guys are playing the odds and saying, hey, I think a caution's going to come out as Eric Laurie sets a new fast lap at a 46.80. So these guys getting after it very early here in stage number 1. Somebody's got to win the stage. Is it going to be on a fuel strategy run? Or will we see somebody run out of fuel as they gamble wrong? Brian Wang in the 05. He's going to peel off for pit road. Big group of drivers on the pit road. 17 looks like he might get a penalty, was down below that yellow cone. And Zach Workman in the 19 staying out. Last time he was on pit road was lap 3. He was saving enough fuel at the end or throughout that green flag run. He may have a shot here, but I really don't think he can get there. And here he comes. The 19 is going to peel off for pit road. And the final few stragglers come down pit lane. This will complete the green flag pit stop cycle. And the 05 looks to inherit the race lead with Sean McCara in the 71 right behind him. The 14, that is Vicente Guerrero, with the 25 of Kevin Freeze right there. That will be your top 4. Gonna have 2 laps to go in stage number 1 here in the Jeannie Butler Memorial. Workman in the 19, trying to blend in. The Workman, who had to do a lap with 0 help, going to blend in here without really losing a whole lot of time. That's good news for the 19. Bad news is, however, he is out of the top 10 as Sean McCara is chasing that race car through the grass and keeps it under control. Great drive by the 71 there. Sean McCara, nice job keeping this one green. He was doing all he could to hold on to it. David Overstreet, Bubba Winningham, Dave Hunt, and Richard Kuhn all finding themselves no longer on the lead lap. Do want to point out some penalties last time they were on pit road. Hunter Reynolds in 24th spot. Jimmy Reynolds in 25th. Bubba Winningham getting a penalty as well. So 3 drivers picking up penalties in that green flag pit stop cycle as we are in the final lap of stage number 1. Someone going to get credit for winning this stage when they cross the start finish line. Alex Giffen going up to the high side. Adam Strom going a lap down as well. Jeff Crosby Jr. up off of turn number 4. Brian Wang trying to make a run through the middle, and Brian Wang going to pick up stage number 1. Well, I do believe Brian Wang is our stage 1 winner, as we do have a new fast lap by Adam Kilday turning a 46.8 0. But until I get official statements from OP, unofficially, Brian Wang is our stage 1 winner. So one caution flag earlier in this race on lap number 1. Since then, we have been green. Stage 1 completed. Everyone has made pit stops to get to the end of stage 1. Brian Wang, our unofficial stage winner. And now we begin stage number 2. And the strategy is very different for this stage. Last time these guys were on pit road, Brian Wang on lap 21, Jeff Crosby Jr. on lap 19. Two lap difference. I can do math, I promise. 2 lap difference between the 33 and the 05. Now, how do you get to the end of lap 50 as fast as possible? "22 cars on the lead lap as Mark Mann in the 04 just now went a lap down. Now, one going through the grass. Not sure who that was in the grass. I believe it's the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, who went through the grass on the front stretch. Looks like he has it sorted and is back underway. Coming around to complete lap 29 and start lap 30, Brian Wang, who has been a very fast car all night long, still out in front. And this field getting single file here. And I'm wondering if they're going to try and short pit here in stage number 2. Brian Wang, Zach Fritsch, Jeff Crosby Jr., Casey Gilchrist, and Stephen Miles, your top 5. Bit late on this one, but those are our stage winners. Throw in Brian Wang as a stage winner now. Kevin Freeze has the most stage wins at 4. Josh Ball 2, Casey Gilchrist with 2. 2 stage wins going to be handed out here tonight. Brian Wang already claiming one of them. Can he make it 2 in a row and jump up that list just a little bit? Hunter Reynolds in the 26, getting his lap back. Reynolds at the tail end of the lead lap as he works with the 25, our race leader, Kevin Freeze. Last time by, the 26 turned his fastest lap of the race at a 47.23. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 leads this field, but he is not our race leader. Kevin Freeze in the 25 is our current line leader. I'm sorry, our race leader. Our line leader is the 26. Brian Wang second, third Zach Fritsch, fourth going to Nate Warren right now, and Zach Workman rounding out your top 5. And we got one car peeling off for pit road. That is the 16 of Nate Warren. Nope, looks like he just got shoved out of the way. Nate Warren going to blend back in. He is going to lose some ground. So Hunter Reynolds really in need of a caution, in need of a yellow flag. He would love to see this race get slowed down by the pace truck so that he could get back to the tail end of this field instead of being the last car on the lead lap just in front of our race leader. Alex Giffen in the 99 going a lap down. Do want to point out David Overstreet has rejoined the race. Never mentioned him getting back out there, as I said that he was behind the wall. A long stay on pit road in the beginning stages of the race for the 46, but he has gotten back out there and he has passed the 66 of Bubba Winningham. Winningham finding himself 4 laps down. So it looks like Adam Strom peeling off for pit road. Zach Fritsch, Jeff Crosby Jr., and Nate Warren hitting pit road this time. Our Jeannie Butler Memorial just about 14 laps away from the halfway point, the end of stage number 2. Dave Hunt, Adam Strom, Les Levy, Nate Warren, Zach Fritsch, Jeff Crosby Jr., all of those guys making pit stops this time by. Dave Hunt in the 53 trying to get up to speed down on the apron as the field passes by up on the track. Same too with the 62 of Les Levy. Levy now 1 lap down. He is in a battle with Alex Giffen to be the first car 1 lap down. Richard Kuhn, Jimmy Reynolds, those guys in that category as well. So a pit stop here gets you to the end of stage number 2. But it may not be ideal to win the race with a pit stop right now. And so you see everyone trying to stretch that fuel tank, run a bit of a different strategy from their fellow competitor. The 25 is our race leader. Brian Wang last on pit road on lap 21. Kevin Freeze last on pit road on lap 21 as well. And it looks like these guys are all going to hit pit road here. Hunter Reynolds, an aggressive entry on the pit road. Brian Wang heading for his pit stall. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, and this group of drivers, they have stayed out. And so Seabrand takes over the race lead. Rick started at very tail end of the field here tonight, and now he is leading the race. He started 31st. That is as low as you could go to start. And now he is running as high as you can go in this race. So the 4 gonna lead this next group of drivers on the pit road. Kilday, Ward, DeBorgia, and Crosby Sr. all stay out. That gives us just 4 cars to complete this green flag pit stop cycle. So Adam Kilday is our race leader. It looks like this 4-pack is going to peel off for pit road. Oh, and the 85 keeps it on the track. Just about lost it in the grass. Ali Skiffin in the 99, a long stay on pit road. Here comes the 05 of Brian Wang. He is going to take over the race lead. Brian Wang, our stage 1 winner, unofficially of course, is out in front once again. And with that being said, guys, I am going to step away for a quick break and bring the end of the stage to you. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to wrap up stage number 2. Brian Wang, our unofficial stage 1 winner, still out in front. However, he has some competition. The 19 is Zach Workman, working the inside lane, trying to take over the top spot. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds is in the mix here, but he is, I want to say, 2 laps down. So he is fighting to get one of his laps back. Jimmy Reynolds, as things stand right now, is the first car not on the lead lap. And Reynolds in the 17, trying to mix it up as well. Our Jeannie Butler Memorial has so far only had 1 yellow flag. Brian Wang, Zach Workman, Kevin Freeze, your top 3. Vicente Guerrero, the 1 of Josh Ball, the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. All these cars going to be factoring in here to the end of stage number 2. Brian Wang going to try it for 2 in a row. Workman in the 19. Down on the inside, that Instacart pink and green machine, trying to beat the Anime 05 of Brian Wang. We'll see who comes out on top. 2 laps to go here in stage number 1. Into turns 3 and 4. Workman, Wang, side by side. Only one of these guys can win the stage. They have about a lap to go for this stage. Final time around, on to the backstage. Stage number 2, points in the balance. Brian Wang, Zach Workman, side by side. Here they go, off into turn number 3. Workman has the advantage right now. Can Brian Wang make it 2 stages in 1 race? Here he comes with a big run. At the line, it is going to be the 05 of Brian Wang. Nobody was able to catch him, and he makes it 2 in a row. An outstanding run by Brian Wang. Kevin Freeze there in second. So Brian up 2 stage wins here in the Jeannie Butler Memorial. And holy cow. All right, so with that being said, now the stage has been won. What do you do here to try and win the race? What is your strategy? How do you recover from focusing on a stage win and then transitioning to a focus on the end of the race to put it in victory lane? Brian Wang last on pit road on lap 39. So he's just a few laps away from the next round of pit stops. Almost everybody within a handful of laps of that strategy. So the 05 so far has been the dominant car. Started deep in the field. Once that 05 got to the front, it has not relinquished the lead. Workman, Wang, Freeze, Guerrero, and Ball, your top 5 right now. The Wang are stage 1 and stage 2. Unofficially, of course, we've only had the one yellow flag on the opening lap of this race so far. And Brian Wang with a healthy shove from the 25. You can see they're all trying to get down single file. Brian Wang, Kevin Freeze, Zach Workman. As the 05 is able to drop down. Now the 25 drops down to the inside. That is a good sign that these guys are going to hit pit road. Nate Warren, Adam Strom already peeling off for pit lane. So here they come through turns 3 and 4. Zach Fritsch, Jeff Crosby Jr., Les Levy, Nate Warren, Dave Hunt, Adam Strom, all those guys making pit stops as this 05 continues to lead. Fritsch, Crosby, Levy, all those guys on pit road right now. Nate Warren. The longer that this race stays green, it seems that the more drivers go a lap down. As things stand right now, we have 20 cars on the lead lap. 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. is now the last car on the lead lap. He has made his pit stop. Zach Fritsch just ahead of him as they have already made their pit stop. Both drivers hitting pit road on lap 55. And here they all come all over pit road and scattering. Brian Wang, Zach Workman, Kevin Freeze on the pit road. Rick Seabrand's in the 4, electing to stay out. Last time this number 4 was on pit road was lap 40. Jim Mayer, Sean McCara, Adam Kilday, Peter DeBorgia, Jeff Crosby Sr., and Shane Ward all right there. So Seabrand's in the 4. Right now out in front. Last time he was on pit road was about 18 laps ago, and it is time for him to peel off for pit lane. Jim Mayer, Sean McCarrick going to join him, and Mayer with an aggressive entry onto pit road gets there before the 4 of Seabrand's can. That will give the race lead to Adam Kilday in the 85. Peter DeBorgia second. Jeff Crosby Sr. third, and fourth right now is Shane Ward. Once again, Shane, I do apologize if I am not saying your last name correct. But yeah, just gotta call it like I see it, and ask for forgiveness later if I got it wrong. So Kilday in the 85. Looks like he's gonna stay out again. Last time he was on pit road was lap 41. So Kilday in the 85, really stretching out this fuel. The Borgia, Crosby Sr., and Shane Ward all on the same strategy. These 4 cars in the top 4. And I'm not quite sure, because my reverse calculator is not working just yet, but I'm not sure what they are going to gain. However, they do have more fuel than everyone else. If this stays green, having the most fuel is a huge advantage. However, one yellow flag changes all of it, and the 4 hit pit road. Brian Wang in the 05 gonna take over the top spot. So everyone going to have to hit pit road one more time. I think what the advantage for Kilday, DeBorgia, Crosby Sr., what that advantage is, they're going to be covered for a green, white, checkered, or multiple green, white, checkers. Everyone else, I think, if I'm doing my math correctly, Brian Wang last on pit road on lap 57 of an 88 lap race, so 3 gets you to 60, and then 28, so that's 31. I mean, it's gonna be close. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that close. As far as if this stays green, and everyone's still gonna have to make one more pit stop. I just think everyone's gonna be able to do it in one more stop. We'll see what I know. However, it has been clean and green since lap number 1. Brian Wang, as far as this broadcaster knows, has picked up stage 1 and stage 2. There's Josh Ball trying to make a run on the inside now. Ball in the number 1, out in front for the first time here tonight. Casey Gilchrist in the 31. trying to push on Josh Ball as they fall back just a little bit. Ryan Wang has really not left that middle lane of the racetrack since he got to the race lead. Kevin Freeze, Zach Fritsch, and Nate Warren all right there. Nate Warren not on the lead lap. In fact, Nate Warren multiple laps down. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17 is our first car one lap down, and Reynolds finds himself about half a lap behind our race leaders, or I should say 1.5 laps behind our race leaders. He is the first car not on the lead lap. Oh, as they make a little bit of contact there, Josh Ball down below the yellow line. Everyone stays true down the backstretch. And now Josh Ball at the line leading a lap. Brian Wang in the 05. Once again out in front, but that 05 not leading the outside lane, or not leaving the outside lane. We're about 5 laps away from the fuel window opening up to get to the end of this race. Ryan Wang, Jeff Crosby Jr. running 1 and 2. Positioning starting to take effect to try and get onto pit road for the last time. Oh, and into the wall goes the 5. Yellow flag comes out. Gilchrist, Crosby, English, and Brigante all getting caught up. Rick Sanchez smacking that outside wall very hard, bringing out our second yellow flag of the night. And this is going to reset the field and put everybody on the same page. So yellow flag coming out for the 5. Jeff Crosby Jr., Andy Brigante, all getting a piece of that. Sanchez going for a wild ride. on board with Sanchez. Makes his way through 3 and 4 here. Looked like, man, just close, hard racing there, I think. As everyone is making their way onto pit road this time. Gilchrist getting caught out. Let's take one more look here. On the board with Casey Gilchrist. So with everyone making their way off of pit road, Kevin Freeze winning the race. Off of pit lane, Brian Wayne coming off second. Vicente Guerrero third, Josh Ball fourth, and fifth goes to Zach Fritsch, rounding out your top 5. We'll be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us here for the Jeannie Butler Memorial. This one is about to be wrapped up. I believe everyone has hit pit road for the final time. Just 2 yellow flags have slowed this race down. Pace car down and away, and the green flag is in the air once again as we get back underway. Brian Wayne, Kevin Freeze side by side at the line. Josh Ball shoving that 25 out in front. Here they go into turn number 1. Weighing in the 05, who has been a big proponent of being in the middle of this racetrack, now finds himself down on the yellow line. How is he going to handle being on the yellow line instead of where he has ran all race long? 16 laps to go this time by. As things stand, 22 cars on the lead lap. Jeff Crosby Jr., last car on the lead lap. First car 1 lap down. That is the 53 of Dave Hunt. Dave Hunt right here in the mix. We ride on board with the 53 as it is side-by-side racing in turns 3 and 4, and that yellow flag put everybody on the same strategy. I just got tangled up in like 6 wires. I apologize. But yeah, that yellow flag put everybody on the same lap or same strategy. And I think with that being said, everyone has enough fuel to get to the end of this race from here, despite any green-white checkered attempts. So the 25 is our race leader. If you're just catching up with us, this race has been slowed down twice. We've had 1 driver sweep stage 1 and stage 2, and that is the 05 of Brian Wang. Brian battling on the inside for the first time here tonight. He has used that middle lane to his advantage, and now Kevin Freeze has that spot. It looks like Kevin making full use of that middle lane. Two cars up into the wall. That is the 71 of Sean McCarra. He keeps it in the wall and we stay green. And McCarra going to have to make his way around up in smoke. That 71 has a fast repair left. This is a good time to use it. If not, his night is done. At the line, the 25 of Kevin Freeze going to lead that lap. 12 laps to go here in the Jeannie Butler Memorial. Jeannie, the beautiful wife of Gabe, and Gabe being a strong presence in OP. The fact that Gabe Butler, strong presence anytime he shows up to a racetrack. Doesn't matter what league it is in. But Jeannie, the beautiful wife of Gabe, moving on into the next racetrack from here. And it's just hits a little close to home for everybody here tonight. So tons of Jeannie Butler logos on the hoods. A lot of pinks out here tonight. A lot of support for Gabe in this difficult time. And with just about 10 laps to go in this race, someone is going to come away with that checkered flag. However, all of us are here to support the Butler family, and this race is just one way that we can get a little bit of that support shown. The 25 of Kevin has the preferred line. Ryan Wang so far has not been able to do anything with Kevin. That 25 has been where the 05 has been all night long. 10 laps to go. Sean McCara in the 71 sitting on pit road. Looks like he did not have a fast repair available. So with that being said, Sean McCara's night is most likely done and over with. Bubba Winningham, Alex Giffen, and Sean McCara, all drivers who are essentially out of this race. Jimmy Reynolds just set a new fast lap of the race. Jimmy Reynolds turning a 46.446. This one deep in the race here. That is going to be a hard lap time to beat. So Reynolds laying down a stellar lap time here in the Jeannie Butler Memorial. Eight laps to go. Kevin Freeze still holding on to that outside lane. Brian Wang doing everything he can to try and get in front of Kevin. Gonna have 7 laps to go. This group of drivers, they're all bunched up here. That long green flag run had everyone spread out. But since our most recent caution, nobody has had an opportunity to get away from anyone else. And so we are still in this big pack. And our lead lap cars in this pack of 19 lead lap drivers is only separated by 1.5 seconds. Shane Ward in the 39, sitting in 19th spot, is, well, he's the furthest one back of this group, and it's only 1.5 seconds. 1.4, however you want to say it. Close enough. Dave Hunt, 1 lap down. Mark Mann, Hunter Reynolds, those guys all 1 lap down. And they need a yellow flag to get back into this. Hunter Reynolds about to go another lap down. Along with Mark Mann, they are just in front of this pack. How are they going to handle it? They all get off the throttle and down on the apron. The 04 and the 26. Great sportsman moment right there. They dropped down, got out of the way, and let this lead pack go. Heads up driving by Mark Mann and Hunter Reynolds. Jeff Crosby Jr. trying to do the exact same thing. Up along the wall was the path that he chose. And now Crosby Jr. is the first car 1 lap down. 4 laps to go. Keep in mind, once the white flag comes out, that is it. There is no attempts beyond that lap. We will use 2 attempts at a green-white checkered finish. Zach Workman in the 19, missing his hood. Gonna mix things up just a little bit. Brian Wang has found his way into the middle lane. We got 1 car spinning to the inside. That was the slow 19 of Zach Workman. And Workman, as he got past, tried to hold the line, but stayed on the racing surface. And now the yellow flag has come out. We have a huge tussle in turn number 1. Let's see if we can figure out what happened going into turn number 1. Josh Ball, Kevin Freeze getting involved. This one coming at the front of the pack. Brian Wang scoots on by, says, "See y'all later. I don't want any of this on my hood." On board with Anthony English. Out of the 5 of Rick Sanchez. That's how fast things can change. Jeff Crosby Sr. just makes it look so easy. Just hit the grass, bro. It's not that hard, man. So just our 3rd caution of the night is going to give us our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Brian Wang looking to try and sweep tonight's event. Picked up stage 1, stage 2, and now trying to win the race. 0-5 last on pit road on lap 69. Is still not, that's not looking good. Looking like it's having a hard time. And maybe it is the checkered flag. I'm going to say that this race is official, and Brian Wang has swept the Jeannie Butler Memorial as they are all celebrating. But if you're as confused as I am, don't worry, I'm easily confused. And so it is quite possibly all my mistake. But I truly thought we were going to get a green-white checkered in. This one just straight up 88 laps. No green-white checkered. And the 0-5 of Brian Wang doing an outstanding job and celebrating his race win as only someone can, who won stage 1, stage 2, and the race. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Give it up for the 0-5 of Brian Wang picking up the sweep here in the Jeannie Butler Memorial. And I am looking everywhere, high and low, to try and find him. Oh, goodness. Bounty, I got him. I got him. Hey, Brian, this is KR up in the booth. Got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I would imagine so. Hey, unofficially, it looked like you won stage 1, stage 2 in the race. How do you plead your case?
Well, most of the race I was at the front, only thanks to Kevin. He kept me up there. He was pushing me on the outside for like a lot of the race. And yeah, big thanks to Kevin for getting me up there. Probably how I won the race and stage 2. And I think I got to the front originally before stage 1 ended by the 3rd lane, but I don't remember exactly.
Well, man, Brian, I'll tell you what, only 3 yellow flags came out here tonight. And that final one saw you in a battle with the 25 to be in the middle lane, and you come away in the top spot when that happened. How important was the middle lane for you here tonight?
Yeah, it was extremely important. I had somewhat of a chance being leading the bottom with Kevin on the outside and Vicente pushing me. But at one point, Josh Ball got clear and he was able to drop down to the bottom. And somehow, I guess, there was a checkup on the middle line or something. And I was able to clear Kevin barely and slide up. And we were able to link up together on the outside line. But then the wreck happened, which turned into the caution that ended the race.
All right, Brian. Well, nice job. An absolute clean sweep of the Jeannie Butler Memorial. Before we let you go, shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add that you haven't said yet?
Yeah, once again, thanks to Kevin for keeping me up there for most of the race. Thanks to you for broadcasting. Thanks to everybody at OP. And of course, big shout out to Gabe. We all know he's going through a tough time right now. So yeah, big shout out to Gabe.
All right, man. Well, once again, nice job. Outstanding run. And man, We look forward to seeing you do this once again here in OP Premier Super Speedway Racing. Nice job.
Thank you.
That is Brian Wing, our race winner, and the one who won everything you could here tonight. Now let's move on to our second place finisher. And his mic is still muted, waiting patiently.
I was waiting on you.
No, I'm not ready for you yet. You weren't ready for me. I'm not ready for
I'll
you.
mute.
No,
I'll go back to mute.
yeah, no. Go ahead. I'm not ready for you. Okay, now I'm ready, Zach. I'm ready. Zach.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there he is. Zach. That is the 12 of Zach Fritsch bringing it home in second place. Zach, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Nice to see Brian get the trifecta, especially for him being on Gabe's team. You know, this whole race is dedicated to Gabe and his whole family and everything. So I'm doing good. And I can't complain with the second place finish.
Well, man, tell me a little bit about the race, because I did see you out in front, but it kind of looked like that 12 maybe not on the best strategy all night long, but somehow you still pulled off a second place.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to try something new. We wanted to try something new with the team, but little things interesting, interchanging and all kinds of different plans and strategies that we can do before the playoffs start and see what can happen to try to change the outcome of some things, the stages and stuff like that. So we were putting together as a team there for a little bit, and Nate ended up getting, unfortunately, a speeding penalty or one of those, and ended up losing the pack on one of them because he got mixed up in all the stuff that was going on. But just trying everything new, and ended up salvaging, with what we got here as a team. And fortunately, I was the only one, the outcome of it. Jeff got turned, unfortunately, and Nate got the burner of the stick, with the speeding penalty. So, but just trying different things.
All right, man. Well, the Jeannie Butler Memorial, you end up second place in that. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add that you haven't said yet to wrap up tonight's race?
Well, once again, like I said, shout out to, Gabe and all of his family. All of our thoughts of OP and stuff like that are with him through this difficult time. And I hope he's doing well. I like seeing some of his Facebook posts that he's been posting. Going out still and going golfing and everything else. So it's good to see him, doing okay with, such significant whatever. Shout out to you, KR, obviously. You coming on out here every night. Yeah. Hope you kept your whistle wet the entire night, with some water. Right?
Water, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So shout out to OP and all of its admins and all these drivers coming out here throughout the night. This car was a handful. They did an update with the new season, and if you've seen so many people bumping and banging, I mean, it's incredible. You can't even hold on to it whatsoever without even somebody hitting you, and you're instantly going sideways almost. It's pretty nuts. It's definitely a handful, and with this bumpy track here at OA, you're tossing and turning. You got to keep a firm grip, white knuckle in the wheel the entire. So shout out to these drivers, especially with being able to keep it clean for majority of the race. Shout out to all the fans watching and everything else. Yeah, shout out to Butt Kicker for sponsoring, and shout out to my team, FSR.
All right, Zach. Well, nice job, man. Once again, congratulations on second place.
Appreciate it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just one more interview to go, and I absolutely need to take a shower before I talk to this guy, because holy cow, I need to cool off. His name is Vigente. Some of you might even be able to roll your R's, but I can't. It's Guerrero. Mr. Burrito Vigente. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad.
Well, you bring it home in third place here tonight. Tell me a little bit about your race, because that 14 really started up front and just quietly stayed there.
Yeah, I wanted to just sneak in there at the end, but it didn't happen.
No, that race win, not quite there here tonight, but man, I'll tell you what, that 14, it had speed all night long, but you never really got to the front. I think you only led maybe a lap or two. However, all that being said, you still bring it home in third place, an outstanding run for you. And Vicente, I mean, kind of the run you needed.
Yeah, I mean, other than I need a win, I believe still to get in. But I was sporting the, this paint scheme for Gabe, and I didn't wanna disappoint. So I just wanted to race clean tonight and respectful, and hopefully, get a podium, if not win, and that's what I did. A mission accomplished.
Man, nice job here bringing it home in third place. Any shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add, and anything shout outs, thank yous that you need to add?
Yeah, for sure. A shout out to Gabe, and my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. I'm happy that we pulled it off, race for him, and I want to also thank you for broadcasting for sure, KR. I can't wait to watch this one back. Want to thank all the drivers that participated for this event. I thought we'd see more than usual here tonight, and I'm glad to see everybody that's supporting the JB paint scheme right there. So I want to thank the OP admins and all they do here. I'm happy what they're doing with this this league here, and I appreciate them.
All right, Mr. Vicente, nice job. Thank you very much for being here tonight and that outstanding third place finish for you. And man, got one more race to go. I have a feeling that 14 is going to end up on the top step next week.
Yeah, I hope so. I also want to thank my teammates tonight, Ball and Steven, Adam. They were racing hard tonight too. I want to thank them.
All right, man. Well, nice job, and congratulations to you on that third step of the podium. And good luck to you next week. I know you're gonna put up a fight, so we'll see what you come up with.
Is that the last race next week to the chase, or?
It is, yes.
All right. Well, I guarantee you, I will not. I will try. I'll try my hardest. Guarantee you that.
We know you will, man. So we look forward to it next week.
All right. See ya.
That is Vicente Guerrero, our third and final step of the podium here in the Jeannie Butler Memorial. Gabe, I know you're still here. Gabe, I wish I could talk to you face to face. I know maybe you don't want to. It's fine. I get it. But so much love here in OP Racing for the Butler family. And guys, tell you what, Gabe really taught me a lot about super speedway racing. And yeah, like I said, everyone here feeling this one tonight. So with that being said, I am going to sign off because my feels are getting to me more than what I can handle. So y'all stay safe. Have a good night. Gabe, we all love you. We look forward to seeing you on the brighter side of things. So until then, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.